What's up, everyone? It's Izzy from CST, and I'm here with professional MMA fighter currently fighting in the LFL, Andreeas Binder. How are you, man?
How you doing, Izzy? I'm all good, my man. All good. Thank you for having me on.
I'm good. Yeah, no bother, man. So, you just had a fight there a couple of weeks ago at LFL 12. Congratulations on your win, first off.
Thank
Um,
you.
so you moved up to welterweight for this fight, and I know it's not your first fight at welterweight, but how did that feel, that move up? And are you still cutting much weight, or what's going on?
No, so I've been fighting a welterweight starting off my pro career, and I just found I was very small for it. And then I cut down to lightweight when I won the LFL World Title back in July last year.
Hmm.
And then I just found it like once then I got picked up by PFL. I signed to PFL on a multi-fight contract, and I missed weight twice at lightweight. Just the last 2 kilos will not fall off me. We
Right.
tried everything in our power to make it, and yeah, I just looked at my health more than anything. Like, I love fighting. I've been doing this since I was 7 years of age, so I couldn't just keep my career on standstill. So I went back up to welterweight, and it's been a very, very long road. Because like I said, the last time I fought was when I fought for the lightweight title last year in July,
Mhm.
and yeah, this is going to be my home again. I welterweight. I just need to get bigger now again, put on more muscle mass because it's just been constantly like pulling weight, doing cardio, just not enjoying training as much anymore.
Yeah.
And now we're back, and it's just that pressure is off my shoulders, and I can just enjoy my training and my fighting again.
Yeah, so this is a permanent move now, you reckon? You're gonna stay at welterweight now.
For now, I know for the next probably 2 years or so, but
Yeah.
yeah, who knows? I can't really predict the future. So we'll see what happens. At the moment, I'm gonna stick at welter and just enjoy it again.
Yeah, that's fair enough, man. Um, so your opponent in your last fight there, Victor Kuku, he had, from what I could tell anyway, a very strange style to deal with, sort of, like white sans karate, almost like MVP. So how
Yeah.
did you prepare for that in your training camp? What kind of sparring and research did you do?
So, like with the research and stuff like that, I didn't realize he'd be like in height wise. I'm used to dealing with people taller than me and fighting against them and stuff and sparring. I have great sparring partners and stuff. But it
Mm.
was the fact of his long reach with his hands. It kind of caught me off guard a little bit. So I was just trying to find my rhythm in the first round, and I just couldn't find any success really on the feet, like trying to close that distance on him and stuff. But then at the end of the day, I come from a grappling background, so I was like, once I start implementing my wrestling against him and my jiu-jitsu, he'll be zero compared to me. Like I'm very confident in my grappling exchanges and stuff. But yeah, it was just a weird style. Like I didn't expect him. It was just such a weird style. I've never fought that before. But look, I put that under my belt now, and I fought someone like that, and he was a veteran of the game as well. So yeah, I'm glad to get the finish.
Yeah, for sure. And look, like next time you fight someone with that sort of style, now you have the preparation under your belt, so
Yeah,
you'll be sorted. Um,
yeah,
so of course you mentioned just there the contract with the PFL. Is that still in effect? Do you still have that contract?
yeah. So uh, from what I know, I will be back in PFL by the looks of things in September 23rd, 28th in Glasgow, but nothing is confirmed at the moment.
Hmm.
So in the meantime, I'm just gonna get big again at welterweight and just really fill in my frame because I'm like I said, I have been cutting to lightweight for the last year or so. So
Yeah.
I'm still very light, like I'm walking around give or take about 82, 83 kilos. So I'm still very light. So I'm trying to
Hmm.
bulk up a little bit and just get a bit more frame so I can fill in. But yeah, I'm looking forward now to get back in there again, really.
Yeah, for sure. And will that be your next fight? So you won't have any in between that, no?
More than likely, well, we don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if there's an opportunity on the table for us or whatever,
Hmm.
I'm always game. Like, I've picked up no injuries in this last fight. I'm fresh, but I'd like to kind of enjoy training again and just like not be fight camp after fight camp after fight camp. Because I've been
Yeah.
in fight camps since like last year. This was my fourth fight camp that I've been in, and
Mm.
I can I was finally able to showcase what I can do and remind people again, that I haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. So, what are you kind of looking for in PFL? Do you want to get into the PFL Europe tournaments next year, or what's your plan with PFL fights?
At this stage, man, I just want to fight and compete and just, show them what I'm worthy of and what I can
Mm,
do. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
yeah,
they, like, after missing weight the first time, to give me a second chance and then missing weight again, and now getting a third chance, they must see something in me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a
100%.
humble
Yeah.
lad. I keep my head down. I get the work done. You look at my resume. I have six finishes. Sorry, seven finishes out of my nine fights. So I'm not a born fighter.
Mm,
I have a good support around me. So there must be something there that they see me. You know what I mean? So I just got to keep my head down and keep on improving daily.
for sure, man. And yeah, good luck to you in the PFL. I hope you can go far there.
Thank
Um,
you.
but I wanna move on a bit, and I want to talk about your background in martial arts.
Yeah.
So you've a judo black belt. Is that what you started with?
Yeah, so I started judo when I was, I believe I was 8 or 9 years of age. I'm a second degree black belt in judo, so
Mm,
I went into the judo route. I really enjoyed it, but I always wanted to kind of test myself a bit more. I won everything at national and international level, representing Ireland as well, like in judo. But I always wanted to, I'm a competitor, so I like to challenge myself all the time. Then I went into kickboxing and boxing, trying to improve and do different aspects, different, not just the grappling. Because I
mm,
remember when I first joined MMA, I couldn't even throw a jab. Like I didn't even know how to punch.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I evolved my game, and the rest is pretty much history.
yeah. So when did you transition into MMA?
Um, think about maybe 10 or about 9 years ago. So
Okay.
I think I had over 25, 26 amateur fights between amateur K1 and amateur MMA.
Mm,
And I was like, you know what, I'm really enjoying this. I'm getting so much experience. I noticed every single fight I've been improving. So I was like, maybe now it's the time to go professional.
mm. Okay. And when did you because you train up at SPG Charlestown, right, with Owen Roddy.
Yeah,
When did you
yeah.
move there to train there?
I joined the gym just under 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm originally from Galway, like, so I've been traveling up for like 6, 7 months. I remember I'd be working, like, say, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Right.
straight after work. I'd drive up to Dublin, train up here, stay at my mate's house for the 4 days, and then drive back down again. So I've been doing that for 6, 7 months, man, and I just got sick of it. So I was like, you know what? I'm
Right.
not
Just
waiting to
move
make a
there.
transition or just move closer to training.
Yeah, yeah. And what kind of made you choose SPG Charlestown over, say, the main SPG HQ or Team KF or any other big gyms in Dublin?
Um, One of my mates was training up in Charlestown, so he was like, "Look, just have a look here and see if you enjoy it and stuff." And as soon as I entered that
Mm,
gym, obviously, when you're surrounded by new people, when you're like not used to the place and stuff, like you're always like, what if, kind of.
hmm.
When I went in, everyone just welcomed me. Like I noticed, I felt that like family vibe, should I say, like in my
Yeah.
old gym. And the amount of talent in that gym and the hot prospects coming out of it, I was like, this is absolutely brilliant. Like, I'm loving this. I'm loving training. And I noticed the improvement straight away after like 4 or 5 months. And I was like, okay, but you're doing something right. You don't need a massive team. You need 4 or 5 main training partners, and everyone's just evolving.
Right, I see. So were you at a gym in Galway before doing the grappling before you kind of moved into the MMA over at SPG in Dublin?
Yeah, I was part of Shaolin MMA. Big shout out to Ben Davis. So he took me under the wing when I first
Okay.
started my amateur career. And when you're not outgrown, but when you're kind of like the big fish in the small pond. So I wanted to challenge
Mm,
myself, and like I just got awakening. Once I joined the gym up here, I'd be like, right, I need to improve on this. I need to improve on that. Because when you're so used to the same environment constantly, you're not really learning.
mm.
So once I came up here, then I noticed the improvement straight away, and like more guys my weight as well. Because like was very hard to get the training and when lads lighter than me as well. You know, like you couldn't really
Yeah.
like I would be out muscling them, but now up here it's
Hmm.
lads my weight and my size and my style and my experience. So I know it's improvement straight away.
Yeah, for sure. Um, so obviously on paper, judo would seem to be your judo and the grappling would seem to be your strength, but you've got some very solid striking too. Um, would you kind of credit Owen Roddy to that striking, or was that kind of something you learned beforehand and he kind of helped improve? And how would you credit Owen Roddy as a coach, as your with your development as a fighter?
You see, like Riley's one of the best striking coaches in the world, and I'm really grateful for everything that he done to me and for me. And the fact that I love about him is like he doesn't try to change you into his style. So like he
Mm.
will he will progress your career and he'll improve your own style of getting a better fighter instead of changing you. Like, do you know what I mean? So if I came from a, a grappling background, so we done the basic striking that I needed to do to combine my grappling into it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need to be this elite striker because at the end of the day, you're an MMA martial artist. So
Yeah.
he's just like developing everyone's game. Like all of our styles in the gym, they're different. You know, you have your traditional Thai boxers, you have your traditional wrestlers, you have your dogs that are just like, gritty and they just want to
Yeah.
fight. But he's just developing your game and everyone's game differently. Like, we're not all the same. So
Mm.
I definitely seen improvements, definitely like little mistakes that I was doing before, and even to this day, like I'm still learning. Do you know what I mean? I'm still doing like some mistakes, but we rectify them in training. So yeah, we're just constantly learning, bro, off him, and he's just like excited. Like at the end of the day, look
Yeah.
what he has achieved in this sport.
Yeah, that sounds brilliant. Like focusing on each individual fighter to their strengths rather than a style of the gym I feel
Yeah,
that's a good way forward. Um, I want to ask recently, since you're fighting at an SPG gym, we kind of saw recently John Kavanagh and Graham Boylan sort of squashing their beef online,
yeah.
seemingly allowing SPG fighters to fight again in Cage Warriors. Are any of your teammates, seeing that and thinking, oh, that's an opportunity there?
Yeah, look, it's great now that this beef is kind of settled down and like they're giving more opportunities to like other gym as well.
Mm.
And it's great opportunity, especially now like we have a lot of lads that are going professional this year. We have pros in the gym as well, so like there's openings there and doors opening for them as well. Not just like other gyms in Ireland. And it's like Ireland's such a small island that like the MMA communities is such a tight bond and everyone knows each other and know of each other. So it's great exposure for everyone.
Definitely, yeah. And speaking on that, the fact that the Irish MMA scene is so small, just to finish
Mm.
off, I noticed on your amateur record, you beat Ian Garry by split decision in amateurs, and to this day, it's his only loss on
Yeah.
anything, amateurs or pro. Tell me about that fight. I couldn't find any footage on it. What happened in there?
Yeah, so I remember we fought on Clan Wars as an amateur. I think I was like 5-4 as an amateur, and he was like 4-0
Right.
or 5-0 or something like that. And it was hard for him to get a matchup. But the
Mm.
thing is, for me as an amateur, like I was like, this is my time to kind of improve my game and get the experience against the best guys. And you look at my record, I didn't have the perfect record as an amateur, but I fought the hardest guys there were out there. I fought the best guys. And yeah, it was a back and forth fight. Um, I out grappled him in every department in there. Like the striking, obviously, he was a bit longer as well and stuff, but I connected. I was doing very well. And I won by split decision. I think the fight is on YouTube, and it was a number one contender fight for the Clan Wars welterweight title.
Oh, wow.
So the winner of that would have fought for the belt. And I ended up
Nice.
fighting them 2 or 3 months later for the welterweight title then on that promotion. And I knocked out Sumo Peter in about 24 seconds or 25 seconds in the
Wow.
first round. So
Fair
yeah,
play to
that
you.
kind of cemented my my amateur path in my career.
Mm.
And it was the only way forward from there.
Yeah, from there, just going to pros, going to
Yeah.
all that. Well, that's great, man. Well, thanks for coming on. Um, It's been great talking to you. So, just for everyone watching, shout out whatever socials, your next fight, whatever's going on. Promote yourself.
Yeah, so like I said, guys, thank you again, Izzy, for having me on and just kind of doing a background on me and
Yeah,
what I've achieved and stuff. But
no
yeah, just
bother.
big shout out to all the lads in the gym, all my sponsors that's been looking after me throughout the whole of my career, my coaches, my family, my friends, and yeah, the next one will be hopefully September. If anything comes in between, who knows? But yeah, now I'm just enjoying training and just getting better and better every day. So yeah, that's
Perfect,
me.
man. Perfect. Thanks for coming on. And
Thank you.
thank you, everyone, for watching. This is Izzy, CSP, Andreas Binder. Thank you.
Thank you.